Hello everyone. I had to pause in my last video because, well, my storage on my tablet sort of died out. So I have been busy trying to pull files from my tablet and put them on micro SD cards and switch them over to my other tablet and etc. It's been kind of a problem. And today, as I was going to start the actual resin project, I got my very first Temu order. So instead of doing the resin right now, I am going to unpack my Temu. So, I'm going to bring the box over. I'm going to try very hard not to have too much crackling going on because I know it drives everybody nuts. Heck, it drives me nuts at times. But here we go. Now, I didn't order all art supplies that are known as art supplies because, well, when I go shopping, hundreds of things go in the cart. And then, of course, later on, I have to decide which items to get and which ones take priority and which ones are not usually used in art. So what I got was this right here. This is a floor mat for a bathroom. It absorbs the wet, but I figured my feet hurt sometimes, so my shoes come off and I use this. And it's soft and cushy. It didn't cost much. I do have the price here, but the prices always change. So I'm really not going to get the prices involved in this. The next thing I have is a cover for my tablet. Now I wanted a clear one that's just basically to cover the back. I could not find one. I'm sure they might have them there, but I could not find one. I have a Galaxy Tab A7. Now, my plan for this is to put it on my tablet and maybe cut part of it off so that it fits properly, because this is the clear section I really need. And I do use my front camera, so I could probably just fold that backwards and have it work just fine. In here I also have another one of these mats, but it looks like it's probably down at the bottom. All right. This is a ring sizer for when I make resin rings. That way I can make sure that people can get the proper size ring on themselves. I'm pretty sure I have another one or two of those in there as well. These are for peeling the rind on an orange, which I have arthritis, so this will help me considerably these days. And who could not use microfiber towels? So what I did was I ordered these because I like to keep something around at all times to do cleanups. Now these are quite soft and they are this big. They're not huge, but more like a fingertip towel, and that is perfect for me here. Then I got a broom or mop holder. Now that I have what's called a dead blow hammer, and it is for pounding the large push pins into the backs of the frames that I paint. this is kind of an awesome thing to have. It also can be used for many other things. You stick it on the wall. It comes with the backing, which you just slide it on into there when it's on the wall. Let's get rid of this plastic stuff here. And that's all it does. So the only thing that you have on your wall is the sticky part. Now, I don't know, some things don't come off so easy when they have the stickies. So we're going to place this up here. I just came across another one of those ring sizers. And this little gem here, I do have a, oh my goodness, the names escape me today because I kind of working on a little bit of sleep. An X-Acto knife for crafts. But I always end up losing the cap or whatever. This is like an X-Acto knife. It has, oops, I'm going which way here? It has a little nib to it that cuts. I don't know if you can see how long that is, but it also retracts. Safety. Accident-prone people like me need safety. And because I also have low blood oxygen, I've committed myself to getting an oximeter. It takes your pulse and the oxygen levels so that I know where I'm at oxygen-wise. Another ring sizer. An oximeter case. So I can place this in, place my oximeter in this. And then we have these Velcro that closures that actually Velcro onto themselves so you can cut them to any length. And it's great for cable management, which when you do videos you have problems with cables. More coming up here. I didn't realize they were this small, but I'm actually happy these are that small. This is a resin mold. I guess you could put chocolate or whatever else into it, but it's really meant for resin because it has the ability in these carry the little hole nibs in them. Oh my goodness. And this way I can make jewelry or key ring pieces, whichever, you know. Or just go ahead and fill in where these little nibs are and do something different with that as well. Next up, this little heart mold. I do have a pair of scissors hung up right here. Yes, I have been organizing like crazy so that I have a place for everything. This is not the largest heart mold on the planet, but I thought this was absolutely cute. Also, I did expect it to be a little bit larger, but it's got little areas where that right there, this part fits into that part and vice versa on the other side. So it's cute. I do like it a lot, and you know, it's got little nibs right here to be able to put earrings, well, hoop earrings. Well, you can make them into earrings. I might not intend to do that because I don't wear jewelry at all. Okay, let's try to get those back into here. I'm hoping to try to get through this before I run out of space again. I will be ordering a 1 terabyte card, so I don't have that problem in the future. Measuring cup. You always need a measuring cup when you're doing all of this. This one goes to 300 mil, or 1 cup, 12 ounces, or 12 ounces. So it's got cup, ounces, and milliliters. And this here is a Dremel package of tools, which is extremely handy for me because I do own 2 Dremels. One's really old and not actually a Dremel. Another one is kind of really old, but is an actual Dremel. Both do the same job, but you need the accessory tools to go on it. And so this has got blades and a blade affixer. I do know that I do have another pack or 2 in this package here. I have a very small ice cube tray. This is for making ball ice cubes. I'm going to try using them to make beads in resin. I bought enough so that I can go ahead and use some for ice as well, because, you know, summer's coming up here in America and the ice is absolutely necessary at times. And then we have another mold. And this is for a pendant, which I probably will end up making one to wear, because if you can see that, that is a kitty cat. I have cats, yes. I have dogs. And most of where I live, the people have pets as well. So I figure I'll be making quite a few of these, and like I said, I don't ever try to really make money off of what I do, because it's just a release for me. And then the last mold I ordered. Now this one here I was really thrilled to be able to get. This one here I got really cheap, which thrilled me even more because it's a lotus flower mold. And I think this is just beautiful. This is going to look wonderful done in mica powders or even some dyes, but we will see what I can come up with in the future. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for what to do with this lotus mold or any of the molds I've presented, please leave that in the comment section. I'm more than happy to see what we can do about it. And then I got this cute little gadget. This is for your kitchen sink. It fits over so that you can put your sponge or your scrub brush or whatever into it. And so I'm probably going to buy a few more of these, because these here also have this little buckle thing that you can do this with. And this goes around your sink faucet at the bottom. my goodness, that might be a little difficult. Might have to have my husband do that one. Oh, there we go, I got it. And depending on the length you need it to be at, all the little several holes there. So, okay, pressing on. This also for the kitchen. It looks like they had a little problem with the molding process, but that's all right because it's on, hopefully, well, it's on the top, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything. But you know how you always get water on the back of your sink next to your faucet because it sprays out and all that lovely stuff. This goes up there and then drains the water away, which is fabulous for me because, wow, seriously, I am a messy housekeeper. I do things the messy way, but it's effective, it gets done, so never worry about that if the end goal is the same. Let's put this in here real fast. And I purchased 4 rolling pins. Now, my purpose for these rolling pins isn't really the kitchen. However, I'm going to set one aside for the kitchen because my husband said I had to. I do clay work and these will work out beautifully. They don't have seams like the other ones that are stainless steel or the plastic ones that have the seams. I'm sorry, that was really loud. Oh my goodness. This is a spoon holder and lid holder for your pots and pans and your spoons while you're cooking. Get this out of here. I have 2 of these somewhere. What is the other one? But this part slides into that part, and the lid handle fits in here, and the spoon rest is there. How nifty is that? Just put it like that. Okay. And toilet brushes. Self-explanatory, don't you think? Let's put those over here. I bought 2 because I have 2 bathrooms. Not necessarily that I need to do new toilet brushes at this time, but they were a different style than the ones I have. This is a tube squeezer, so that since I have paint in tubes, I do not intend to use this for, you know, toothpaste because, well, I can pretty much squeeze all that out anyways easily. The acrylic paints I use not necessarily always work out that way, so this is just where you slide the end in here and then just turn it so that your paint comes out easier. And I have 2 micro SD card readers. They are USB. And I absolutely necessarily, yes, absolutely need these because, well, I have a computer, but I don't really use it a whole lot anymore. But where do you store your videos at after your cards are full and, well, you put it on your computer. So those go right there. Also purchased was this set of lids that stretch. Let's see if I can, there we go, it's at the other end. Silicone, come in several different sizes, and they stretch over the items you need them to stretch over. I purchased a set for my kitchen and one for here in the art room. The clear is for the art room because, well, yes, bad eyesight. And it's better to easily identify what paints I've got going. Another useful item is a USB-C 6-foot cord because I've only got a 3-foot cord. And I need it to be a little bit longer so that when I bring my tablet down, I can do that. Otherwise, I have to unplug it, and then, of course, the battery gets low, and etc. Okay. Who can't use silicone spatulas? Bought these. My husband's going to want to use it for the kitchen because he's our cook. I'm not much of a cook anymore. I think I'm too scattered for that. Okay. So I'm going to have to make him choose one or the other. That's just how it goes. This for the kitchen. Yes, definitely. We just started making our own French fries and our own onion rings and etc. And this is so large. I mean, it just is big. So it will take the onion rings out easy from the grease. I just don't know what the temperature is that this goes to. So, just in case, in here should be my other purchase of one that is not silicone or plastic. I'm sure I'll find it in here somewhere. And here's the little ones for the kitchen. No sense in opening what you already know what they are now, huh? And then I got some more of those little cloths, except these, and I like this. They come in a zippered pouch. So nice for the kitchen. So as you can see, they come folded up really nice in a nice little zippered pouch. And they are of good size. Great for the kitchen. I do still cook once in a while, but not as often as I'm sure my husband would like, since he's the one that goes to work and all of that, but he doesn't complain about it, so usually I will tell him what dinner's going to be, and that's when he just goes ahead and fixes it, which is wonderful. Okay, get those back in there. And this is a shower head. I hope it works because, well, ours is just kind of screwed up. And even though we have vinegared the thing to death, it still clogs up quickly and is not very effective anymore or efficient. And we just had to have something else. And this was inexpensive. Give it a try, right? And it's got itty-bitty little micro shower holes to it, so I kind of don't know how that's going to go. I hope it goes well. I'm just one of those weird people. I like things to actually work. Ah, yes. Here's the other ice cube tray. So I got 2 large and a mini. Do please, when you are getting Temu orders done, do yourself a favor and check all sizes. If it doesn't show what it is, well then it's up to you to get it or not. This is the other stand for the spoons and lids to rest in. I won't take that one out because it's just the same thing as the other except a different design. Now because, like I said, my husband works, and he's our cook and kitchen man, I bought this nifty little double spatula. Now we have Teflon pans, but this can be used on the barbecue, which we will. And for me, because arthritis is a gripe to have, I got a jar opener. I do hope it works because I really need to open jars once in a while when my husband isn't around to do the job for me. And I got 2 of them. Then we've got, this is a garlic grater. I'm sure you can do onion and a couple of other things in it for small jobs. Next time I'll try to have everything out of its packages because, yeah, well, it is noisy. But this goes there, and you just back and forth, and kind of awesome to have. It's got the little stopper there and everything for you. So since this has got a loose part, I need to put it back in the bag or I'll end up losing it. Then we have emery boards. I always need emery boards. My fingernails chip and they break, but that's not the purpose I got these little ones for. These are going to be for removing the rough edges off of resin projects. Then there's this here. I don't even know what it is because it's in one of those things. Oh, it's a mirror. I decided that I needed to have a mirror, not for my personal beauty. Instead, what I got it for is for resin, because I also purchased, oh my goodness, I hope it's not broken. Another ring thing. I hope it's not broken, but I purchased a UV lamp. And the mirror is to go under the UV lamp. Wow, that is sad. Okay, let's hurry up and open it and see what, if any damage is there. I guess something has to go wrong, right? Because, well, my package ended up getting delivered across the street next door, and their package came here, so I had to go and switch them out. Okay, this is USB enabled, so I do have a USB outlet here. Let's plug it in and see how it goes. Oh boy, I hope it's not broken, because it was really hard to get that. And apparently really hard to pull the cord out of the wire here. Okay, just get enough out. There we go. Plugged in. Oh, and it's working. So does it have an off? Oh, well that's nice. It works when you set it down. Okay, but it's still working, so you put something in there and it goes on. That's wonderful. All right, something I don't have to return. Yay! That is so special. Okay, I kind of think I buried my scissors a little bit. So, oh, there they are on this side. Let's go ahead and just use scissors to open that. Yes, I gotta be careful. I have glass under here. And This mirror is where we just go ahead and sit something on it. It does have a lid to it, so it doesn't get damaged. I hope it's a real mirror instead of plastic. And it is. It's actually glass. That's wonderful. Okay, so the mirror is good as well. I like that. Put all that packaging over there. And I have another one of those click open cutters. I also have another one in here. I just haven't seen it just yet. Oh, there it is. And another ring sizer. That's another click pen cutter. This here, oh, my husband breaks his phone cases that he has about 1 billion times over. I am continually purchasing them because they are always cheaply made. I've even purchased the expensive ones. Everything comes from China though. So, you know, it just depends on quality that people, their businesses want in order to sell to their customers. I got him talked into getting a leather one with a belt clip because he always needs a belt clip, and just be able to do that because I'm tired of replacing the plastic ones that are always breaking. Then we have a sieve ladle so that soups and etc. Well, self-explanatory, right? Then another pack of those mini emery boards. Measure equivalents from cup to tablespoon to teaspoon to fluid ounce to milliliter. Always handy to have one of these around. It is magnetic. It is going on the refrigerator. I do have another one, but that one's kind of hard for me to read. So this one goes on there. Also, most of these things were very, very, very inexpensive. And here is the second one of those mats. One goes, as I said, in the bathroom. The other, I will probably purchase another one or two of them. I have another tube roller upper. This is a spatula with a sieve, a metal sieve. So in case the plastic one doesn't work or melts, this here will bring our items out of the fryer. I was kind of hoping it was a little bit larger around, but that's all right. You know, work with what you get. And just a couple more items coming up. Another rubber spatula, or silicone spatula. And this here is a cool little item. This is for planting. And yes, I do plant. It is a 10-gallon, basically it's fabric of like a felt or something. And you just open it up, dump your dirt in there, sow your seeds, and be able to harvest from the bag itself. Then items I didn't cover yet, let me see. First there's the other two of these Dremel saw blades. Now I did not cover the apron I purchased. I actually make my own aprons, but at times they're a little warm because I make most of them out of denim. And, well, I'll show you in a moment. This is one of the ones I made with the thought of putting my logo on it, but I was never sure of what logo I wanted. So this fabulous little creature. Let's see if we can get it up there a little bit. It's got raw edge. It has an extremely long wraparound belt. Pocket, of course. You always need a pocket. Now I made one for my sister. She's already got it. And as you can tell, things are extremely strong and reinforced all over. You don't want your apron coming apart. It's just, yeah, it isn't happy. So now that I have gotten my logo, I will be painting that on here. Marcy's Artsy Fartsy Creations. And so until that time, I purchased a make-do apron. Now I think I felt the edge there. Now this is a plastic apron. So for most things it'll work, but for others not quite so much. And it would be useful out in the garden once I get out there again. We just have a problem with our weather bouncing back and forth. This does seem to have some very short ties. I'm a little bit large on the round side, but I would say this is doable. Excuse the hiccups. I get them all the time. It has something to do with that low oxygen in my blood. It's trying to force more in. And then the last item I did not cover yet is this fantastic little hook. I do macrame. And normally you use a dowel, but for smaller items, I actually wanted a hook situation. So that's what I did with this. I got the hook. It goes on like this. It will go over a dowel. It swivels. And it's absolutely the perfect thing for me to be able to do small macrame. All right, everybody, I'm sorry about all the noise. I know it's been something, definitely. But I would like to thank you for watching my Temu haul. It is my very first one. It came absolutely a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. It said the 6th through the 12th of May, but it came one day early today on the 5th. So I'm happy. Again, thank you for watching my Temu haul, and please like and subscribe if you want to. I will have more Temu hauls in the future, and an assortment, a variety of art projects going on. It may take me some time, but I am figuring out still how to work that video editor. I'm getting closer to whacking that one out of the park, so I bid you adieu. Enjoy a beautiful day if you have one. If not, tuck in with a cup of hot cocoa, and bless you all.